Hello, Paleo Tribe.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Keith and Michelle Noras here with our esteemed speaker, Nora Gedgaudas, and we are at her beautiful home. Tell us what this is right
We
here.
are sitting on a cob bench in my backyard, and this is a little hummingbird stained glass window, and it's just a nice little place to hang out with a little living roof overhead.
You guys should see this place.
Yeah.
It is friggin' phenomenal.
It's
The
amazing.
writer's nook over there. I'm jealous.
Yeah,
Very
it's a sanctuary. It's a humble home, but it's surrounded by a pretty amazing space.
Yes.
So
They've done an incredible job. I wish y'all could all see it, but we will let Nora have her privacy.
Yep.
It is amazing.
you'll just have to come visit.
That's
all.
right.
Yep.
You have to come visit her.
That's it.
So we wanted to talk real quickly with Nora about AHS. We just had AHS this last week. Nora was speaking
sure
at
did.
Filofax.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, she was
Well, I
speaking
did
at
that at
Paleo
Filofax
Fest,
too,
yeah.
you know, and then, it's all a blur because
Yeah.
I know I was at KetoCon too just recently
Oh, that's
down in
right.
Austin, so it's like, whatever, but, yeah.
So, yes, so we were just at AHS. She was speaking at AHS, and we got to sit on a panel together,
We did.
which I was super excited about.
Yeah,
that was a lot of fun.
It was fun, actually. It was a really great group of people up there. It really was. I think it was a great group of people.
I think so, too. So, what was outside of our panel and your talk, what was your favorite thing, or what was the most interesting to you?
It was just connecting with people that either I don't get to see any place else except at these events, or also just getting to meet new people that I have, hadn't met before, and it's always fun checking out the vendor area and seeing who's doing what and what's new and different and all of that. University of Washington was completely gorgeous.
Yes,
I had not
amazing
been there before.
venue.
Some great architecture there. I didn't realize until we walked around on the last day,
Yeah.
really, that, wow, it's some amazing architecture.
Beautiful grounds too.
Yep,
And
breathtaking.
the weather here has been incredible, amazing.
phenomenal.
I don't know. We might have to move Filofax out of Austin.
I'm
to
telling
move
you.
it to Portland.
Portland is actually pretty much ground zero for the paleo movement.
Wow.
And we have the most gorgeous summers in the lower 48. We're talking 70, 80 degrees, sunny, no humidity, no bugs for the whole summer. So and no rain. So it's gorgeous here.
See, that was
Absolutely
another
beautiful.
ploy to get us to come here.
It's a
So-
ploy. It's a shameless ploy.
It is, but it's true. It's absolutely gorgeous. Well, we had such a great time at AHS. You had an amazing talk there. I think our panel was incredible. I was super honored to be asked to sit on the panel.
What was the panel about, Michelle? Can you recap
Okay,
real quick?
our panel was State of the Paleo, and we had an opportunity to discuss all kinds of things across the board. Where we think it's going, where we think it's been, what we think our pitfalls could possibly be going forward. So it was really a great opportunity for us to kind of just talk and actually it was interesting because we all have. Sometimes we live in our bubbles, and so sometimes I live in the Paleo FX bubble. I know that's shocking for everybody, but I do live in a Paleo FX bubble sometimes, so I have this idea sometimes of what things are, so it was really great because you had some interesting things to say on the panel that I had never thought about, and it gave me an opportunity to actually start thinking about
It's not
some
like
of those
I
things.
have an opinion about anything.
No,
though,
you
no.
don't.
No, I don't. I'm
We have to
very
beat
shy and
her.
retiring. Yeah.
Beat her to speak.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, we are insulated, right? We're all insulated, and we just tend to think that everybody knows about this paleo thing, and
Right.
everybody's doing what's in their best interest for their health. But once you step outside of that bubble, it's shocking what you see go on in, I don't know, greater America, the mainstream.
Agreed.
So where do you guys think this is going?
it's-
Where's the hits, and where are the misses so far?
I mean, it's up to us to be stewards to the core message of this movement, and not let it be co-opted by multinational industry interests and by those that would turn it into just a passing fad. So I really think that we need to find ways of bringing the movement together in the areas that we all kind of share in common. I mean, it's a little bit like herding cats, you know, in
A
this
little.
genre, just that much.
A little bit.
Yeah, just a teensy bit. But really, we have more in common than not when it comes to what we care about and the issues that really matter to us with all of this. And so if we can come to some sort of cohesive agreement as to how it is we want to define the Paleo movement in broad terms, then, you know, we can take that torch moving forward and make room for a whole lot of different points of view within it. I mean, we have to make room for all these different points of view, and we're always going to have different perspectives that we bring. But, you know, what I talked about was the idea of establishing paleo as a commitment to, you know, to food of uncompromising quality that is in alignment with our evolutionary and genetic heritage. And that's going to mean different things to different people depending on how they want to define that. But at least there is a consensus in some respect that has the potential to bring us all together. And so I would like to see that, because right now it's so easy for paleo to be anything anybody wants to make it. You know, it's turned into the just eat real food thing, and how you want to define real food is, you know, anybody's guess. I've even seen peanut butter and banana sandwiches listed as paleo. So
Interesting.
oh yeah,
I've seen rice and beans listed.
yeah,
as paleo
oh
too, so
yeah, right. And tofu and veggies. That was a Dr. Oz thing.
Oh, nice.
He was calling paleo kind of a tofu veggie thing. Yeah. So
interesting.
you know, we got to kind of grab that little auric by the horns,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You know, and figure out how it is that we're going to. That my humble opinion, not that I have one, you know, just to, you know, come to some manner of agreement so that we have the foundational basis of a movement going forward.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, it's pretty easy to eat paleo in Portland, and we're going to do that tonight.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
there's a
Yes,
number
yes,
of
yes,
places in
and maybe
Portland.
tomorrow night too. And
Yes.
we've got, you know, no shortage of places we can go. So
Yes.
Totally looking forward to that. So I know it's a rather long way off, but do you have any idea what you're going to be speaking about at Paleo FX? Do you have an idea what that might be?
you're funny.
I know how
Keith
that
made
is.
it funny. What do you want me to talk about? Just pull a subject out of thin air.
Well,
and
keto is a big thing right now.
I
for
could
better
do
or
that.
worse,
I
right?
can do that,
What's
yes.
your take on that? Do you think it's
I think
too
keto
much
is
emphasis put on a certain subsection of paleo to
No.
the detriment, or do you think it's a good?
ketogenic.
I
I mean,
the attention paid
so
to it, I
the
guess.
problem I think with a lot of these genres, like paleo and ketogenic, is that they've come to mean a lot of different things, and there's a lot of commercialism happening and whatever else that are threatening to kind of take what was a really passionate core foundational movement and just turn it into some kind of passing fancy.
Yeah.
And, you know, with the whole ketogenic thing, we're seeing all kinds of, you know, cookies and cream
Sure,
keto
yeah,
bars
yeah.
and you know, exogenous ketone powdered, you know, supplements, as if, you know, more ketones are better, so let's just put some powdered in a fruit smoothie, and hey, you don't even have to change your diet.
Yep.
You can mimic ketoacidosis at home.
Yeah.
You know,
Stuff.
high blood sugar and high ketones. You know, so anyway, there are a lot of issues I think that would be good to address in both these genres. Obviously, my particular point of view tends to kind of hybridize a little of both of those in longevity science, and I like to try to take into account the world we live in today too. So I'm starting to call what I do primalgenic because it kind of fits that hybrid kind of thing. But yeah, we all have to be really careful that it doesn't run away, that it doesn't run away with us and become something we never intended it to be, and then become stigmatized with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like anything diet, anything strength and conditioning tends to go down that path, right? So the way I see the ketogenic path right now, it's very much like a six-pack abs thing going on, right?
Right,
And
right.
it kind of gets away
The
from
weight
what
loss
the
thing
core...
is always what, you know, everybody's looking at.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for that quick
The quick fix.
Yeah.
They want, what's that pill you take? What's the
magic
supplement?
bullet.
Oh, look, I don't even have to work, and I don't have to give up carbs.
Yeah.
I can be ketogenic and just take a powder.
Yeah.
Awesome, you know, and I can eat this tasty bar that tastes like sugar and be ketogenic. That's really great. And yeah, it's the whole thing is really helping people understand how it is that they can take charge and control of their own health and their own well-being. I mean, nobody will ever care more about your own well-being than you.
Agreed.
And so the more we, and I think the paleo thing is really about kind of understanding how our bodies were forged by the selective pressures that we faced as an evolving species. That is an essential starting place. It's the only rational starting place that we have.
Agreed.
So I'm,
And really, I
still
think if you
passionate
look
about
at
that.
if you look at any life endeavor, you have to look at it through the evolutionary lens, and then things will start to make sense to you, and then the right choices will then appear.
What we have going for us that almost no other genre really has going is the common sense factor. Of course, the things that we would have consumed most consistently as an evolving species would have shaped our physiological makeup, would have shaped our nutritional requirements. Most people kind of get that, I think on some level. But there's a lot of education that needs to happen, and
I think we have a lot of job security there.
yeah, exactly. There's a lot of job security, and just as long as we keep our motives clean, with all of that, that's a really important piece.
Yes.
Did you happen to see Rob's talk? You're talking about the evolutionary crucible that we all evolved in, and then you put that crucible in the environment that we've built for ourselves that is very, very detrimental to our very well-being. So there's a flip side to everything. There's unintended consequences to every luxury that we have that works against us. In Primal Body, Primal Mind, in 2009, I was talking about the psychology of humans. It hasn't changed since the time we were living in a seemingly less hospitable environment. I think in some ways we are arguably living in the most inhospitable environment we ever have. We just have the complacent illusion of things being really easy, maybe because we have Netflix and we have comfy couches and climate-controlled environments. But
And cars.
we still have this, and cars and whatever else. But we now have this unnatural access to this unnatural abundance of mostly unnatural foods, and food no longer is a source of nourishment for us, or survival. It's a source of nutrient-devoid entertainment.
Right.
And I've been talking about this since 2009. So it's we still have that psychology of that wild being that we emerged from, but yet we have an environment that throws a whole monkey wrench into the way that's actually supposed to work.
It does, and as a human species, we evolved to try to better ourselves and to make life easier. I mean, I think that's a natural human imperative, right? So we build structures to get in out of the inclement weather. We harness fire. We do all of these things to make our lives better, but we fail to consider what the flip side of that is.
Well, that comes from our inherent laziness, that we were wired that way to expend the least amount of energy to get the most amount of energy back.
I think the bigger problem was, once we adopted agriculture and we all moved into these large population centers, where we now had safety in numbers and all of that, but we also had, nation states and ruling class hierarchies, great deal. And now full-scale war, because now we have to protect the food supplies that we're storing that are vastly inferior to the ones we evolved consuming, and that are causing us all kinds of health problems. And we made major changes starting about 10,000 years ago when the climate changed in a rather dramatic way. And so many of the large animals that we'd been hunting that sustained us, for close to 2.6 million years, suddenly we're gone in the blink of an eye, and suddenly we had to figure something out, and we did, and we call that the agricultural revolution. And then a couple hundred years ago, we stumbled across the Industrial Revolution, and it's been a slippery slope ever since.
Well,
on that fun note.
Now we're going to have to figure our way out of it. So.
That's right. So, we're going to try to do that at the next Filofax.
Yes, we are.
Totally, yeah.
And
We're
so,
going to solve the problem at the next Paleo FX.
that's right.
If we don't solve it tonight at dinner.
we don't
No,
solve
we're
it
going to
tonight.
solve it tonight.
I
at
suspect
dinner.
we
And then
probably
we're going to
will.
let you in on that secret
Yeah.
at
That'll be
Filofax.
it.
That's
Okay.
it. So, Filofax 2018, April 27th through the 29th in Austin, Texas. Not Portland yet. And sorry, Nora. Anyway, we
You'll
love
get
her,
there.
but
We'll
we'll
get
get
there.
here.
Yeah,
We'll get
we'll
here
get there.
sometime. Again, April 27th through the 29th. We're in our ticket sprint right now, so you definitely want to get your tickets now. You don't want to miss this beautiful lady speaking, and you don't want to miss the fun that is
Doesn't know what she's
PaleoFX.
talking about yet, but I guarantee you it's going to be awesome. Whatever
I'll
she
be
comes up
talking
with.
no matter what. Yeah, I'll be talking.
That's
Yeah.
right. And so get your tickets now during our sprint, because this is the lowest price ticket that you can get for the rest of the year.
Heck of a
And
deal.
we are...
Get them now. Get them while they're cheap. We want you to be at the show, and we don't want you to spend an arm and a leg to get there. So please come in early. We have to do it this way because we have a show to put on, and we got to pay the bills.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we do
Bills.
have to pay
Yeah, we
bills.
got to pay
yes.
those bills to put this on. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Nora, for doing
Yes,
this with
thank you,
us. We
Nora.
appreciate
It's
it so much.
an honor and a pleasure, absolutely.
And Lisa, who is off camera, sitting,
Yeah.
laying in an
Laying,
awesome hammock.
in a hammock.
I wish you
yeah.
guys
So
could
that-
see this
Yeah,
like
this
paradise.
place is
It's amazing.
freaking awesome.
Yeah,
This is what I want to have in Austin.
Okay, yeah, we'll have the whole Paleo FX right here in the backyard. What the heck?
Awesome,
yeah.
right on. All right, guys, thanks so much. We will talk to you guys again soon, and don't forget to get your tickets.
Yes.
Thanks.
We're
Sooner
gonna go
rather than
eat,
later.
and we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.